Hi friends, welcome back to Via Meditation channel. If you observe people around you, random strangers that you meet in public queues or driving on the street, you will notice that a lot of people are overstressed. You nudge them a little and they're ready to bite you. They're ready to pounce on you at the first opportunity. So the question is, why is it like that? Why are people so stressed in the modern life? So the first question is, where does the stress come from? Does it come from outside or whether it is lying within us? So the answer to this question is the stress is lying within us in a seed form. What comes from outside is actually a spark. So we have the gunpowder within us and a spark comes. When the spark meets the gunpowder, there is a explosion. And you see that happening all the time when you meet people, strangers, friends, family. It happens all the time. So there is a lot of stress which is lying within us. So what should a man do? Two things have to be done. First thing is that the existing gunpowder has to be purged and thrown out. And second thing is we have to stop accumulating more gunpowder. I remember one example of Master Thich Nhat Hanh. He says that you are in a windy place in a mountain and you are writing some papers and the window was open and wind starts to blow and the papers fly haywire. What would you do? So he says first you will go and shut the window and then you will accumulate the paper and keep them safely. So same way, we have to first purge out what we have accumulated over the years, and that is where a retreat or joining a spiritual place or undergoing some kind of a formal training may be useful. That it will help you purge out what has been gathered over the years, and then once you've done that, you can be mindful and stop collecting more. But then of course the foundation has to be corrected first. So these are the two things which we have to be done. First is clean out all the stress that has been accumulated, and second is to stop collecting more stress. Now, how does meditation come into the play? How does it help in stress reduction? See, as I mentioned in my example, that the stress is like a spark, and existing accumulated uh, suffering or whatever we have inherent qualities, that's like a gunpowder. So a trigger comes and we explode. There is no choice of being mindful there. It's a law of nature. Spark and gunpowder will explode. But meditation comes into play if there is a gap. If you can be mindful between the action and reaction, that is a mindful behavior. So like as I've given an example in my past video, that if I poke my nose into the mirror, I will not be able to see my face. For me to see the face in the mirror, there has to be a gap between mirror and my face. So meditation or mindfulness is that gap in every situation. So when a trigger comes and you don't have accumulated stress, then you don't react. You are the owner. You are the owner of the situation. You may choose to react. It could be acting, or it could be just the right response in that moment. But you will not be dragged into that situation. You can be mindful and choose how to react in that. I'll give you one very beautiful example from Nisargadatta Maharaj. He said in one of his books that if you put a rock inside a glass of water, the water will splash. But if you throw the same rock inside a glass of honey, it will not splash. It will glide through it smoothly. So when you meditate, when you are mindful, your mind becomes like that honey. Situations come, situations don't change. You know, we live in the same world of phenomena. Situations arise, things go wrong. But what happens is your mind is no longer that turbulent. You're like that honey which can soak in things more gracefully. I'll give you another example to finish off my talk. If you go to a class of kindergarten students and you will see that there's no teacher in the class, you'll observe that the kids are running around having fun, doing all that they want to do. But the moment teacher walks in, most of the kids will go down and sit in the class, barring one or two naughty kids who have to be told that go and sit down. So what happens when the teacher walks in? When the teacher walks in, the authority has walked in. And the moment authority walks in, people go and sit down. Similarly, when you meditate and you're mindful, the authority in you, which is yourself, that comes into play. The moment that authority in you rises, you will see all your desires, fears, anger, stress will settle down, barring one or two, like I said, that you can manage, because now you are the master. So meditation brings self-mastery back into your life. It brings the gap between action and reaction. To summarize my talk, you need to first purge out all that you have accumulated, then stop accumulating more, and then the third step is plan what you want to do in life, because now there is no impediment or no blockage in your way. And like I always say, please subscribe to my channel. Meditation is a very hard subject. Kindly help, subscribe, and share the videos. Thank you and have a good day.